Hey guys, thank you for joining us again. Today we have a BMW X5 2019. We are installing a dash camera in this vehicle. We just want to show you how to find the accessory connection, accessory or ignition, whichever way you want to call it. Basically the power that will let the camera know when to turn on, when to turn off. If you have a hardwire camera that requires 3 powers, you need one constant, you need one ground and one accessory. Basically to let the system know that the vehicle turned off and go to parking mode. Now, this is a 2019 BMW X5, 2020 is all going to be the same. A lot of installers do fuse taps. They go in the back here, they find a fuse that does the connection, and you do a fuse tap. The problem with that you're taking a 5 amp circuit that is dedicated to protect that circuit with a 5 amp fuse, put a fuse tap there, adding another 3 amp to that circuit. Now, there's another problem with that. Those fuse taps many times can just come off. We don't sit well, they're not sitting all the way in the same as your original fuse. So it might come off over a bump. It might give a feedback. What does that mean? If you have a feedback from the line that comes in, back to the same lines that you are using, the same fuse that you're using, could be, we've seen that in a few vehicles that the push button was no longer working and stuff like that. We've seen people saying that they found different engine lights and other stuff coming on. The reason is you add another value on that circuit, and that value is not familiar by the vehicle and creating issues. So the only true way to install accessory in vehicles like these, brand new cars, push buttons, full of technology, the only way to do a proper accessory would be using a relay. Now this relay will still be connected to the accessory command, not with the fuse tap. We'll show you how we do it. It's still going to be connected to the accessory command, but it's not going to supply the power to the camera. It's just going to get triggered to close the relay, and then the power supply will be from the main power. So we'll take it from a constant power. Constant power, we don't have to worry about any feedback because it's there all the time. It's on all the time. So this vehicle, 2019 BMW X5, we went to the back in here. We actually, first thing we did, we tested this cigarette lighter. So if the cigarette lighter gives you accessory, what you can do, you can go to the back of that cigarette lighter, expose the wires, nicely solder and use those wires. The cigarette lighter circuit is protected by its own fuse, usually about 15 amp or 20 amp fuse, and it's meant for aftermarket stuff. So if you are tapping to that circuit, that is perfectly fine, as long as you do it in the back, from the back of that circuit, with a proper soldering to make sure that nothing will come loose. So that will be great circuit to use because, again, it's meant for aftermarket products. But in this case, this circuit I'm going to show you is actually constant power. So if we test it, it does not go, it's constant. So it's not our accessory. That means it's not suitable for us. So I removed here the fuse box. The fuse box is fairly easy to remove. You open a side panel in here. There's 2 tabs on the bottom of the fuse box. You just pull the fuse box out and you have it. Now, as you can see here, if you get closer, you can see how we have our main power in here. You can see this is a huge power connection. Obviously we don't need that one for a camera, but this is one of the main ones. Now we have other power connections in here. So we're gonna use a cigarette adapter just for fetching a ground. Later on we're gonna connect the ground to the right place. So we have a few different constant powers in here, fairly thick wires. So we can see here, this one, for example, is not a constant. So that means this could use as our ignition. And we have here constant powers in here. And these ones are not constant. So there's no power on them right now. The key is off. So in a few of our videos we showed you here, there's some green wires in the back here. They are very skinny. Those ones are, as you can see, we have the tester on them. There's no power on them. The rest of some of the other wires we have power. Now, if you actually look, these wires are the back of these fuses. So you can see 5 amp fuses. This is what we would usually see people tapping into, these 5 amp fuses with the tap. So we are basically going to the same circuit, but from the back. But we're also not using a tap, which means we are not adding more amp draw on that wire or on that circuit. We're just gonna use it to trigger a relay, which doesn't have the draw on it to do anything, because it's not actually pulling power, it just triggers the relay. So we're gonna show you, you can see here the ignition right now is off. We're gonna start the vehicle. So as we can see, we have the lights, the test light turned on. We're gonna turn the ignition off. Okay, as we can see, the ignition is off and the power is off. So that one means no more power on this one, which means we can use this circuit. Now we have a few positive circuits in here, so we can use them to power up our camera and to power up our relay. So the easiest way, I'm gonna cut here a zip tie just to give me more access to these wires. I'm gonna put the system down. Okay, I'm gonna cut. Be careful when you do that, you can do that with a knife. Just take out the tape around it. Okay, get this here. So we have all the wires in here, this here. So we have accessibility to these wires in the back here. Now we are accessible for us. We're gonna choose one of them that I tested, that I know that it's accessory. And I'm gonna expose this wire. I'm gonna expose the wire and connect my relay. Now I'm gonna take one of the main positives in here. So we have a very thick positive in here. This one is actually providing the power to one of the fuse boards. So it's actually the main input for that fuse board. That means it's covered, goes directly from the vehicle battery. Okay. And I'm gonna expose that one also. Now this one is a bit more tricky to expose. What I'm doing, I'm not cutting, I'm using my cutter to mark the two sides, and I'm going to have a knife in between them. Okay. Okay, this is going to be connected here. Okay, so now we have the two sources we need, and we also need ground. So we'll see if the vehicle has, if we have any ground junction in here. Yeah, we have some brown wires, very thick brown wires on the bottom here that are coming from our ground junction. So we can use those ones. So we're going to extend them after. We're going to extend everything after. But now I'm just going to show you what we are doing with these two wires. And we're not going to complete the whole install in here. We're just going to show you what is the purpose and how does the relay works. Okay, so in the relay, I'm gonna give you some technical terms in here, and I'm gonna try to make them as understandable as possible. So I'm gonna expose the ones that I'm gonna use, and I'll explain which one is which, what am I using. So you have every relay, don't look at the color codes, because the color codes for relays are not correct. Every manufacturer uses different colors on the relay. The relay has only one thing that is common to all of them. Main power, it's not the main power, sorry. There is a leg 30, 87, 87A, 85, and 86. Some of them will have more than one 87, 87A, more than 130, more, usually the triggers will only be one. So we've seen 12 legs relays. We're gonna have a 12 leg relays that will have a few of the 87, 87A, and the 30, but will still only have 2 triggers. So one is 85 and 86. So in this case, we're gonna use the 87 and the 30. So 87 and 30, basically what it means that that circuit will only close, will only work when the relay get triggered, when the relay is actually activated. 87A, it's what we call normally closed. Basically that circuit is always working with 30, until you trigger the relay. When you trigger the relay, that circuit disappears. So if you need to open a circuit, you can use that 2 wires. If you need to close a circuit, if you need to be able to put a wire only when give power only when the relay is closed, you're gonna use the 87 and 30. These are the 87 and 30. So we're gonna have our 87 connected. In this case, again, the direction in this case is not matter, but sometimes it is. In this case, it does not matter. We're gonna have our 87 connected to the main power. We're gonna have one of our triggers. Our triggers, as I said, they are the 85 and 86. One receives positive 12 volt, one receives negative. And when they are closing, when they are both of them receiving the negative and the positive, the relay will close, and with whatever comes in on our 30 leg will go out on our 87 leg. Okay, our normally open leg. So right now I have it all set up. The only thing I need to add is the ground. So I'm going to add the ground in a few minutes. We'll do it after, and pretty much that's it. So this is going to be the proper way of installing any accessory that you want to add in this vehicle. The best way will be like this. If it's a dash camera, if it's anything that you need, do not use any methods of fuse taps and stuff like that. You will only get disappointed and might have a lot of electrical issues. This way, I'm taking power directly from the main battery. I'm not worried about feedbacking anything, and I'm only getting the trigger from the key on, key off. By doing so, I'm protecting the factory circuits. For more videos of how to install electronics in vehicles, subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.